comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Time.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with a projectile. Jump in, finds the one. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Decides to go in with the target combo. Throws him. What's next? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Limited resources at hand right now. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Knockdown. Experiencing burnout. They're both out of drive gauge. Will they press on or wait it out? They need to rely on their... They're going for the super arc? KO! Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Opts to create space to start. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Player 2 chases them. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Unfazed by the switch and block. Going in, drive runs to keep it going. Brushes that off and keeps going. They choose to spend the meter to up their damage by a bit. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive resets. Big opportunity now and reads the jumper perfectly. Blocking that, closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Immediate jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Clutch anti-air. Scrapping it out up close. Full SA meters on deck, drops them from the air. A jump. Nothing stops this train. Dazzles them with a putting the cherry on top. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the weekend. Time to punch out. Player 2 betting it all on the drive round. The drive impact doesn't work. Crowns him from above. Throws him. Gets the side switch. Hit wall splat into the guard plate. Party time. Catches them in the full sword. I can't turn. Are you kidding me? Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Somehow manages to block the jump in. Hits him with a stopping block. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Turns up the heat and cooks them with the combo. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weakened. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Alright, will this super art connect? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Knockdown. Player 2 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. The quarter makes it hard to finishes with the throw. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Air slasher. Very smart play to stop the opponent there. Springs forward with the drive rush. Connects with medium kick. Player 1 can't use any drive, experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. What'll happen here? Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Gets scooped from down low. The risky up-close scrap still going. Ooh, you never know what can happen. There's a burnout. Looking to impress with this super. Will this be enough to kill us?
That felt good, didn't it?
And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Give me a little bit more.
Final round. Fight.
Open, reads the jump in perfectly. Clutch anti-air. Connects with medium kick. Loads up above. Perfect execution with the anti-air. The low. Both sides getting ready. Player one slashes him with a jackknife. What's next? I called it! I called it! Counter hit lands. The drive impact doesn't work. Okay, here we go. Who'll set the bait at the risky medium kick? Player one delivers the upset. That's one for the replay.
Comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let's go. Ring the bell.
Time to play.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Sticks the combo. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Past this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Was looking for that jump attack. Gets the jump in. What a finish. Great meat on the life gauge there. Player two wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum.
Round two. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Player two did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Trying to read each other here? Hits with the overhead. It's a good spot to use the super. Player one OD psycho uppercut puts them on the ropes. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner. Bends the meter. But wraps it up with a decisive combo. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Starts with a jumper. What's the play here? Puts one in the pocket. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Super meter is looking bare right now. Will they try to hang back to stock up or continue fighting?
You're mine!
Our fighters should be warmed up now. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. So both players aren't doing anything right now. I wonder what happened. Throws out a projectile. There's only 20 seconds remaining. Not much time left in this round. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. There's only 10 seconds left. This is the final push. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Out of time. They danced around quite a bit there. I wonder what our fighters are thinking.
Round 2. Fight.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Very slick with the combo. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Going in, just goes for it at this range and threads it cleanly. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Give me a little bit more.
Final round. Fight.
Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Still plenty of time left. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest. Excellent block! Drops them from the air. Solid anti-air. Hits them with a stop and pop. That's a counter. All the throw connects. Both sides. Clutch anti-air. This unleashes some big damage. What are they gonna do? Crown them from above. Oh, yo! Super hit! Decides to go with Cycle Storm to show them a good time. Noticeable life lead is a comeback. What? Player, there's a drive attack. Oh my God! What's gonna happen? Oh my God! Raw super! There's a burnout. Player 2, anti-air in the. Are you kidding me? Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. The combo's there. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Throws him down. Neither of them willing to back off here. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Jumps? Snaps back and hits hard with the tensioning. Medium kick hits. Experiencing burnout. Gets the combo. What'll happen here? Player 2 will look to apply threads it cleanly. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. The throw misses. Anticipates the overhead. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Taking stock. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Knockdown. Misses the drive impact. All right, what's coming up? Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Had the radar up and running. Jumps. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be this? Hits them with a stopping bomb. Drumming up a beatdown. Doesn't miss a beat. There's the change. Springs forward with the drive rush. Checks with a medium kick. Smart play with the throw. Both fighters planning something? A parry? Ooh, what a smart throw. Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Are we gonna see a comeback? Overhead attack. Player 2 closes it out. Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Strings it. That parry may be just the catalyst they need. Starts with a jump in. Taking stock. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Eats it up with a combo into super. Spins it on the super art. Gets the jump in. Sticks the KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Decides to take some distance to start. The jump in catches them. Sticks the combo. Medium kick hits. Shows a medium kick. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Saw that coming. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive resets. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 2 just goes for it at this range. The super doesn't hit. KO! That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Denies the jumping attack with a jumping attack of their own. The jump-in is denied. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Got their eye on the air. Oh, burnout triggered! All right, what's coming up next? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Solid blocking. Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Loaded psycho flicker. Shows a medium kick. Brushes that off and keeps going. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They return to center stage. Are we going to see a comeback here? Check with a medium. KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Jump. Good read with that throw. Reads the jump in perfectly. Medium kick into. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cook. This can lead to some big damage. Psycho, more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. This might be a pivotal super art. Knock them out of the air. Player 2 has got to work some magic with his limited drive. Nothing stops this train. Player 2 needs to wait this out. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Get burned out, but they may have a plan here. Leg sit. Are you kidding me? Player 1 straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The first round begins. Crowns them from above. Gets the combo. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Knockdown. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Get back into the corner with pressure building. Okay, get some. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Steps back to start things off. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Oh, burnout triggered! Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Goes for the jump in. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 2, burnout activates. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Jump? Crowns him from above. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? What are you jumping in for? Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Player 1 has the life advantage. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Time to do some damage after that wall splash. Takes a trip. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers to turn this around into a KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Good job won't play their game. Says no with the overdrive 10. Player, burnout activates. Emerson with a psycho blitz. Going in? Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They just won't stop switching sides. Picks up the cap, springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 needs to see how will they utilize this. Psycho blitz wakes them up. Ooh, what a smart throw. You've got to be mindful of reach and jumping. Goes to the air. We're at a standstill, but we make drives and back misses. Throws them. What's next? Jump! Oh, they switch sides. Oh, that's it on the fireball. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. Get ready. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Good decision with that throw. So, betting in all on the drive rush. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in with solid anti-air. Gotta do better than that. Jump! They push their way out of the corner. Drive rush! Lays out an anti-air in the clutch! A real test of finishing! It's time to bust this out! Are you kidding me? Player 2, come!
Here comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
The pleasure is mine.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The cross-up's good. They're not gonna allow any jump-ins. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Taking stock. Got their eye on the air. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Life lead opens up. Gets some. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? That combo did decent damage. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Big opportunity now in this corner. What'll happen here? Big opportunity coming. Looking for a chance. Quick breather. Gets them with the anti-air. Jumps in. Blocks the impact. Charges forward. Are we gonna see it? That's gonna leave them rattled. Both fighters planning something? Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Adds a bit of OG spice there. They both decide to ease the tension and drops them from the air. Impact squat. Tons of space between the fighters now. Oh, Benson on the fireball. Woo, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Medium kick hits. Throws him. What's next? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. Goes for the low kick. That's some big juicy damage on the hold your breath. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Gets him. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. They quickly get back into the corner of the stage. Genius read. You've got to be mindful of reaching jump-ins at this range. Was hungry for the grab. Gets a risky buff in. Jumps, hits the air throw. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to. How did they anticipate that jump in? Player 2 brings it.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let's go. Ring the bell.
Time.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Fantastic reactions there. Bends the gauge on the drive rush. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Medium kick hits. Scrapping it out up close. Connects with medium kick. Cycle flicker finds the mark. Jumps in. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Somehow manages to block the jump in. Sets up with the jump in. They are not getting close to each other. The pressure is building now that Psycho Canyon is out. The super connects. Player 2 flatlines them. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight.
You're mine! Pose with the kick! Jumps up, this can lead to some big damage. Oh my god, what a throw tech! Connects with medium kick. Impact squashed. Looking for a hold. Oh, could be the start of something. Nothing stops this train. Oh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Steals the ribcage from TLC. All stopped up. Where's the Full Hawk gonna come into play? Sticks out a kick. Okay, here we go. What a finish! Player 1 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Clutch, flash anti-air. Blocks it. got their eye on the air. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Goes in on the impact for nothing. They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. Neither of them willing to back off. Somehow pushes, experiencing burnout. Takes the chance KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Was looking for that jump attack. Gets the jump in. That combo did decent damage. Cycle Flipper finds someone. What'll happen here? Breaks the block with a throw. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Drive time! Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Were they baiting them into that? Gets a risk off for the critical arm! Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler here. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Oh, were they looking to connect with an over... What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Medium kick hits. That drive impact doesn't get through. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? The drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Still slugging it out here. What are they thinking? Down to the wire. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Pressuring them in the corner. What's the play here? The super armor does its job. It takes the chance to hurt him. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. In there! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Will that drive impact get punished? Peppers them with a Psycho Blitz. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Hit them with a 1-2-3. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Still scrapping for control of the stage. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Zones with the fireball. Hit anti-air in the clutch. Are we gonna see a comeback here? All in with the rush. Both fighters planning something? Raw critical. What's gonna happen? What a finish! Player 1.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let's go. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 1 with the life lead. What are these fighters thinking now? The Vuha stalk to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Goes for a driver. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Solid blocking. Great work finding the opening. Taking stock. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Strings it, goes for the super arm. Spends the game to get some crispy damage with a Psycho Storm. Going in, hold your breath. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? From up above. Sticks the combo. Oh, what's this? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Hit them with a 1-2-3. They are really going at each other this time. The reads they make now will be key. Their life is hanging by a thread. Pumps the brakes on the impact. A quick breather. Looking for a chance. Backed into the corner. What setup do they? All the throw connects. An attack forward rush. Beautiful flatline there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Stark reads the jump in perfectly. Player 2 has a slight springs forward with the drive rush. Rushes that off and keeps going. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides hitting with crowns them from above. Both up to full burnout. Do they need to do that? Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales.
That felt good, didn't it?
Good presence of mind to pull the trigger. Player 1 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with a super and whiffs. They're wide open. Noticeable life lead is a comeback scoop. Hits the drive. It is over. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Cycle Flipper finds the mark. Jump. Snaps back and hits hard with the 10-cent in. Still slugging it out here. Overhead. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Taking stock. Player 2 chases them down. Knockdown. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Jumps in. Jumps up. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. Lots of distance here as both fighters look for an opening. Knockdown and player 2 experiencing burnout. Player 1, a super arc, that's not gonna hit. The KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Immediate jumping. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Connects with medium kick. Grabs him. Player 2 has a slight life lead. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Medium experiencing burnout. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
That felt good, didn't it?
Counting on the super to do the job. One chance here may end this match. Finishes with the throw. That's what happens when you...
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Here's round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. They're really being worked over in the corner. He decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Did well to get the buff in there. Blocks the ambiguous crossbar. The Fuha stopped to the brim. Look for them to turn up the heat now. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Rushes that off and keeps going. 3-ball ices him. Still slugging it out at this range. 3-ball going in. Not much life left, but their drive usage is in there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Decides not to rush, knock them out of the air. Hits him with a stopping block. Nails the 3-ball. Player 2 got smothered. But what now? In with a rush. Stone Cold Embrace. Can't block those. Jury's going to a dark place. Kaisen Dankai Raku.
That's good, didn't it?
This might be a pivotal super arc. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 1, excellent read. Pulse with a kick. Go Satsu. Looking for a hole. This is gonna hurt. It is over. Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replays. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Shows a medium kick. Decides to meet them in the air. From up above. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. What's the play here? Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. Taking stock. Player 2 is almost dead, but gets him. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Steps back to start things off. Did well to get the buff in there. Caught in the cross-up. Things are slow going right now. Hits him with a stopping block. 3-ball? That combo did decent damage. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Chernobyl! Big super hard hit. It's on. From upstairs. 3-ball ices him. Our fighters are overhead, but it won't work. Picks the air throw. The Krigloff skewers him. The overhead gets in there. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Strings it all together. Player 1 has the life lead. The impact gets blocked. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Flips him up. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake. Gets him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Big counter. Shows the medium kick. Hits them with a stopping pop. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Throwing some shade. Pounding them with the Lachuka. Can they stand the heat? That's not gonna hit. Going in. Player 2 is working with a better game. What can they do with it? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. We have super arts on deck. There's still a chance to turn this around. One chance here may end this match. Reads the jump KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opts to create space to start. The last round. It's, oh my god, they just choked it up! Knocked them out of the air. Scrapping it out up close. Both fighters seize the overhead coming. Throwing some, the overhead denied. A jump goes to the air. Gotta do better than that. A jump in, reads the jump in perfectly. Lets the Chernobyl rip. Crowns him from above. Turning it right up with a super. Wait, what? Are they actually dead?
That felt good, didn't it?
What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Player 2.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Beginning operation.
Time to play.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. That was a solid anti-air. The super armor does its job. They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. Takes a trip. Decides to buff up while they can. Turns the bar to unleash the storm. Sakai, Burnout gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Caught in the crossup. Doesn't miss a beat. Spikes! Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Goes for it all, but just misses. Knockdown and KO. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Did well to get the buff in there. There's a corner switch. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have into their game plan? Taking stock. The super armor digs in deep to get that drive in. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player 1 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Gets carried to the corner. Goes for the jump in. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Are they dead off this super? It's too close to call.
That felt good, didn't it?
And it's just enough. Solid read on the bars. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opts to create space to start. Final round. Ooh, what a smart blow. Player 1, this can lead to some big damage. Getting up close and personal. Player 1 cannon spike. Somehow manages some excellent block. A jump? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Okay, here we go. Player Toho burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 2 is in a very good spot. Dangerous range here. Moved up above? I can't believe it. Players clutch anti-air. They gotta dig down deep here. Flip the bitch! Oh man, who's gonna take this? They are done! Player 1 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Cannon spike! Backs away. Not about that. Hits him with a stop and pop. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Starts with a jump in. Player 2, hold your breath. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach? Will this super art connect? Oops, they were anticipating that super art. The jump in catches them. Burnout. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. All right, what's coming up next? Brushes that off and keeps going. Gets a risky cuff in. Going in? What a reaction to go air to air. Medium kick. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Learns a mark to unleash the storm. Sakai Fuhasan. Player 1 needs to use their SKO. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. What are they thinking here? Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Drive gauge is at the limit for both fighters. Takes a trip. Will they be able to manage what little drive gauge they have? Holds out with the block. Reads them. Taking stock. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. The jump in is denied. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Gonna pay for telegraphing that jump in. Gets the jump in. Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Whiffs with that huge attack. Barely fires off the turnover. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. 3-volt? Their life is hanging by a thread. A super art? Jump? KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. Player 1 with the life lead. They block the overhead, and that was a solid anti-air. The combo's there. Takes the chance to hurt him. All right, what's coming up next? Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be a KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Hits with the overhead. Solid fires off the Tenova. Knock springs forward with a drive rush. Still scrapping for control of the space. Shows a medium kick. Jumps. Jumps in. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the John Burner? KO! That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Here. Now observe, execute.
Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. The impact gets blocked. Neither can lean on their drive too hard right now. Player 1 chases them down. Sticks the combo. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. KO! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Reads them. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? 3-volt cages them in with the left shuka. Player 1 has a slight license. Torbalan. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Drive rush to keep it going. Connects with medium kick. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Both fighters planning something. Jumps up. KO. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked